Honestly.
Thank you.
Next. What is up, guys? So welcome back to part 5 of reacting to your bad tattoos. We have some bad, horrible, and just downright disgusting tattoos for you guys to see. I just want to say also thank you guys so much for sending in your bad tattoos. You know it's all love at the end of the day, but we're here to have some fun and see some bad tattoos. But let's get to it. Let's go.
We decided that we are going to change things up a little bit, make it a little bit more exciting and interesting. So we are going to start going with the rating system, with 10 being the best and 1 being just downright awful. So let's see how this goes.
And also, I just want to say congratulations to Shannon for the struggle piece. It seems that she was again the winner. You guys kind of agreed with DJ on that being the worst piece, although I still do believe Anubis was the worst, but it seems like I was a little butthurt after looking back on it. But I still think that one's garbage. But let's see if we have a new winner, or let's see if Shannon still keeps the title as bad worst tattoo for her struggle piece.
Alright guys, so we're going to kickstart this one here by some more tattoos that I gave myself over the last couple weeks. This being the first one. By no means do I think they're bad. To be honest, you know, I think they're actually kind of good, like given my skill set.
You are getting better. You are getting better at tattooing.
It's an Amazon gun, you know? Honestly though, like the one with the heart, I wasn't able to use Sanoderm on that one because I ran out, and
you can tell.
I can tell like the quality difference.
Okay.
Sanoderm changed my life, man. Honestly,
yeah, I'm telling you guys, participate in those giveaways and buy some for yourself if you can. I'm telling you, it helps in the tattoo healing.
I'm never getting a tattoo without Sanoderm ever.
See, the one tattoo I like the most, and this is probably my favorite, is the one of this one right here.
You ever watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No.
Okay, so that's.
I just think this looks like you.
It kind of does, but it's Johnny Depp.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Johnny Depp.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay, well I mean, hey, these are his bad tattoos. He wanted to throw them in for you guys, and you know, honestly, they're not all that bad. I'm gonna give them an all rating.
Oh, we're rating mine too.
Yeah, we're gonna rate yours. I'm gonna give it. Yeah.
Why not? You gotta love yourself. Oh,
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think they're that bad. Honestly, I kind of like them. They're kind of just
a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say so. What did you get? You gave it
a 10, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yo, nobody's gonna love yourself like you are.
I said there's not gonna be much more than 6 out here. So the first guy that we have that sent in his bad tattoo is from Logan, and not horrible, but you know there are some bad things. And what he said is he paid $300 for this piece. It took him about an hour and a half, and he instantly regretted it right away. In terms of, you know, he just knew from the stencil it wasn't gonna work out, and it obviously does look a little out of place. Let's give it a quick rating and see where we are at, and then we'll get into it. All right, and all right, we're the same. What is that? 4.2. I'm gonna start it off. I just don't like the skin ripping and all that. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't like that style, but also in terms of how it's just executed, I wish it was done a bit better. What do you gotta say?
My guy, you saw the stencil, you didn't like it. That should be like your first sign, you know? You gotta speak up and say something.
Now, he did want to fix it. He said he'd regret it and he wants to fix it, and then he sent us this in terms of what he wants to do with it. I definitely think he should do this. I definitely think he could definitely fix it and make it more salvageable. I would increase the rating if you went with the third one, the far right. And that's what I think personally, but what do you think?
I strongly agree. Like, I actually really like that. I feel like you could definitely salvage your tattoo by, you know, adding to it. Probably not by the same artist, let's be honest.
I don't think he was going with the same artist.
Nah, I definitely wouldn't.
So go ahead, change it up, fix it, and then maybe we'll have it on again, and we'll give it a better rating.
Rate it again,
Thank you so much, Logan, and on to the next. So this next one was sent in by somebody I unfortunately forgot. They sent me this over my Instagram, and I just thought it was too good of a tattoo to, you know, let it go unnoticed. So let's see what it is. And it's this guy right here. Let me pull it up for you. So this is an amazing tattoo. I love this piece. It's just great. It's literally Christ, fucking Christ. Jesus is fucking Christ. It's a saying. It's literally what's happening.
Bro, saying it is one thing.
Getting it tattooed and doing this is another. What are you gonna rate it? Let's rate it right now.
Oh my god! If my grandmother saw this right now, she'd be saying a couple prayers.
Okay, I'm giving it a 6.
6.
What are you giving it? 3?
I'm giving you a 3 because of the set of balls you have. All right, that's the only reason why.
I wish I knew the story behind this piece because it's already great as a standalone tattoo. Never mind what a story to put this like. How do you get this on you?
Bro, can you imagine the tattoo artist being like, yeah, buddy, this is what I want. And the guy, yeah, no problem, fam.
This looks like your buddy did it, though. I think this is like a, you know, this is a drunken night.
Jesus.
I don't know, but whoever you are, thank you so much for sending in this masterpiece. I love it, and on to the next.
All right, so this next piece here is by Ethan. He got it on his 18th birthday, and it's his first tattoo.
It is obviously a stick and poke, but I like the karate chop. It looks like he's kicking some ass. It looks like Jackie Chan shit. I like this, but the one thing that's unfortunate is it's in the middle of the arm. On the bright side, it doesn't look like it's a big one, or it doesn't look like a big tattoo. So you could definitely probably get this covered up in some way.
It looks like I'm looking at it through like a frosted glass.
It's
but,
very faded.
I'm going to give it a 0.5.
I'm giving it a 2.1. I like it. I just like the Jackie Chan kind of moves into it. If we're going on quality, then I'll give it another one, and I'll give it a 1.0 on the dot. That's my score if we're going quality. But I do take in the other accounts of it being able to be touched up, and it's just a fun little tattoo.
If you had like a funny story behind it, then it would have affected my rating. You know,
that's right. There's no real story.
I'm all for
that's a funny story in itself, and there's no real story to why you got a tattoo.
I mean,
like this.
yeah, but like I don't know. I'm all for stupid tattoos that have like a crazy backstory to it. So if you incorporated like a cool story, like why you got this monstrosity on your arm, then I would have given you a bit of a higher rating. But just
there's no real story. It's just a tattoo. Anyways, Ethan, thank you so much for sending us in your bad tattoo. Hopefully you get it covered up. So this next one is actually a tattoo that was sent in from my girlfriend. It's not hers. It's her aunt's, and it's this one right here. And this one's rough. This one's like really rough. Apparently, the person that has this tattoo loves it. I don't really know the story behind it, except, they do love the tattoo, and they are planning to get more of this kind of caliper. So, what do you got to say about this? Let's give it a quick rating.
Quality?
I know. But it's definitely... I kind of like it. Let's give it a quick rating.
I mean, it's kind of cute. I won't lie.
I'm giving this one...
Hold on, don't tell me yet.
I'm basing this off just pure artistic kind of quality, because I don't know much of the backstory. I'm giving it a 2, guys. This is...
I'll give it a 2.1.
2. Okay, yeah. We're close on this one. Yeah.
That extra 0.1 because I feel a little bad for you.
This is, I think, a contender that's Stuggle. This is bad. Really? You still don't think so?
At the same time, though, dude, I see angel wings, and I kind of feel bad for shitting on this. Like, what if it's supposed to be like a memorial piece for somebody?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I hope not.
Personally, I don't think it is.
Okay, well,
I hope I'm wrong. So this next one is from Zach, and the first one is this one right here. It's a fish that his dad apparently did on him. His dad was a tattooer before, I think. And then after, when he turned 18, he bought a machine and decided to, let him do his thing. And, this one's really bad.
That's rough.
The other one that he apparently has as well that he sent in was done by him himself. He got a machine, and it's called Death by Decaf, or Death Before Decaf. And I like this one a lot. This one reminds me of the cat one that was in previous videos. It's just, it has that redness to it that's just very bold. It's got that silly, almost candy-like skull to it. So, for my rating, I don't know. This one's hard because they're so bad that this one's actually good. What are you giving it? I'm giving... Oh, we're way off on this one.
Yeah, the first one I'm giving it a 2.8. The Death Before Decaf is not great at all.
It's horrible.
I think it's hilarious.
It's horrible. You know what?
I think it's funny, so I'm going to give it an extra couple points.
I should have went a little higher on my scoring because I'm just taking into account the whole tattoo itself. I usually take into account, the funniness of it and all that. This definitely deserves a high rating. It's just something... it's bad to look at, and it's bold because of that redness and that just, those dark circles for the eyes and the nose.
Yeah, it's not great, but that's hilarious to look at.
Keep sending us in your tattoos that you do. Thanks so much, Zach, and on to the next.
Alright, so this next one here is from AK, who is from India.
That's bold, boy. That's bold.
So he said his first tattoo is when he was 17 years old, and it was of his girlfriend's name, and she is now an ex. So he got this tattoo to cover it up. And to be honest, I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so... I just, I feel it's very bold. It's just, I feel like how big was the X's name to get something so big like this done? This is a big ass piece. It covers the whole forearm. But let's see what we rated it. So I gave it a 3.5. You gave it a 5.8, eh?
I like it, man. To be honest, like it's very
That's
well.
High.
It's very well done. Yeah, okay. It's dark and it's bold.
Okay, but what about the end near the inner elbow?
Oh,
that looks a little kind of.
He just wanted to go for. He wanted to go for a smoke break, and he said, "Yo, I gotta carry on."
I'm
you
happy.
can still see the name a little bit.
I am happy he went with like that honeycomb kind of look instead of like just a straight up black
straight
thunderbolt, because then that would have just been like too much. But it has its good parts. It has more bad parts in my opinion, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible.
The lines are all done clean. You can still kind of see the name a little bit, but I mean, I'm sure it's much better than what it was before.
You can't make out the name. That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one was sent in, or these couple were sent in from Tyrone. He got bored while he was with a friend and just decided to do some stick and pokes, obviously. You can tell they are not great. And we've seen these types of tattoos here before. The one he doesn't like the most is the one on his stomach, which is this like circle with 2 dots in it. I kind of like it, but at the end of the day, the nice thing about these tattoos are they're small and they're probably going to be easy to cover up if you want, or they'll probably just fade out over time. I'm giving this an easy rating. I'm giving it a 0.5, man. This is
I'm giving it a 0.7.
There we go. So we guys, nothing special about these. They're bad. And, just go on with life and making better choices.
I wouldn't be stressed about this, man. You can cover these up without an issue, so.
Exactly. Thanks so much, Tyrone, and we'll get on to the next person's now.
Okay, so this next one here is by Chris. And he said he got this piece because Justin inspired him.
What's this doing in the bad one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he sent this over as a bad one. I really like it,
So, guys, I'm gonna kind of just jump in here. So because it said good and bad tattoo in the title, I leave these all unread and I go and we kind of choose them at random. If you want it to be in a good video, then make sure it just says good tattoo in the title. And if it says bad and good or bad, I'm gonna include it in the bad tattoo just because I see the bad tattoo and I'm gonna click that. So obviously this doesn't need to be in this type of video, but because of that title, I chose this one. And we're just going to keep it in here for kind of an example to move forward. Now, what do you got to say about it? Because let's give it a quick rating.
I really like it, to be honest.
You know what? I don't hate it by any means either. There are a few things I would kind of do something a little bit different. But I'm giving it a 5.8.
I'm giving it a 7. I don't know. I like the way that the eye pops out. And I also love the rose, how it's made out of money. It's not something I don't think I've ever seen. And if I have, I don't think
you have that on your hand?
It's a clock, my guy. That's okay.
Look the same. It has the same kind of a creative
I like
aspect to it.
Yeah, I like the way that it flows, and I think he utilized the space pretty nicely as well.
The one thing I would have changed, I would just made a little bit better, is that filigree. I would have maybe added just a little more depth or a little more shading. It just has such negative space on it, and kind of where it's dark, and then like a lot of skin space. But that's just me being nitpicky. Thank you so much, buddy, and to everybody else. Remember, if you want it in the specific video, make sure that that title kind of correlates to what it is. The next one we have is from Lucas. He got this when he was 15 to be rebellious, and it is this guy right here. Honestly.
Thank you.
Next.
Okay, so this next one here is by Wesley. Oh my lord. This piece here was a matching tattoo with his fiance. And he doesn't know if he wants to get a Death Star blasting it or fries next to it. I
honestly think the fries.
Yeah, I think the fries is a great idea.
You know what, guys?
Have some fun with it.
Go ahead and comment and let us know what you think he should do. Do you think he should comment the fries with that kind of like burger looking thing? Or do you think he should get a Death Star to kind of blow up that looking planet that it's supposed to be? Now, what did you give an overall rating for?
I'm going to give it a 1.8.
Oh, 1.7.
Throw some fries next to it, it's a 3.5 easy.
And then he did this one as well. This one's just the initial one that, we're not even going to bother. But it's simple. It's something that's, special to him, obviously, because it's the initials. But obviously, we see a lot of these bad tattoos and simple tattoos with stick and poke. But thank you so much, Wesley, for sending us your tattoo. Now we're finally getting on to our final review of all these tattoos.
So my number 3 is the one that Justin's girlfriend sent in.
Okay. It's got a lot going on with it.
My number 2. I never thought I'd be able to see a piece that was worse than that Stuggle piece sent in by Shannon.
Stuggle's going number 2?
I thought that was going to be the worst tattoo for as long as we're doing this.
About time that one got demoted.
But let me tell you, it's sorry Shannon, but you've been demoted to second place.
I know which one you're going to be saying. It's this one, isn't it? Right here.
As much as I hate it.
God damn it.
Like, I'm not religious, don't get it twisted, but god damn, this piece is wrong on multiple levels.
This is bad.
It's really hard to not put this number 1.
100%.
So this is my worst tattoo of the day by a landslide.
So I think I'm going to start it off by saying I'm going to agree with you, and this is my number 1 as well. I think this is a number 1 for everybody. So, the Jesus blanking Christ one, by all means, that's morally just bad in the whole general of this whole tattoo. It's going to win its prize in number 1. It beats out Shannon's. So my number 3 is actually the Stuggle one. I think that one is by all means bad as well. But my second one, it may be not as bad compared to the Stuggle, but I just really liked it, but also had a lot going on. And that was the Death Before Decaf one.
Yeah.
Just, it's so bold in terms of that redness. As you can see, it's just, and then those eyes, they're just very dark. It's on the calf too, so you're going to be able to see this a lot.
Now, did you rate it higher than the Stuggle piece because you kind of like it, or because you think the artwork is worse than Stuggle? Because
the artwork is probably better.
Okay.
But in terms of this being more like kind of just visually to the eye, this one I think catches my eye more than Stuggle.
I can accept that, because as an overall piece, if you were going to say that this one is worse than the Stuggle...
No, it's not worse.
We were going to have a problem.
It's not worse, guys, but it's definitely more, you know, eye-drawn because of that red and that bold in the eye. So I'm putting that at number 2. But again, Jesus blanking Christ, you are the winner. I don't know who sent me this, so unfortunately the winner is unknown. To claim your prize, just message me on my Instagram. I have the conversation saved. So all you got to do is just message me saying, this is the tattoo, I sent it in. I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to see that you sent it. And then I'm going to send you the money. But thank you so much to whoever sent this piece in, because as much as it's bad,
it's
it
also
is
great.
so good.
It's also good. Can't lie.
All right, guys. So make sure you go ahead and like the video, subscribe, because then you can participate in the weekly giveaway of the Sanoderm sheet that I do. It's obviously great, like he said, in terms of healing your tattoo. I now do 2 winners per week. Anything you got to say?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. It may not be easy knowing that we're about to shit on something, but at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. We don't mean any disrespect, and we really appreciate you guys sending in your work to us, and we hope you guys love this episode because we love doing it.
We really do enjoy doing these ones. So thank you guys so much for watching, participating. Make sure to send in your bad tattoos, and like always, Justin and DJ out. Take care, guys. How good is this? That is good, bro. That's hilarious.
Is it funny? Yes, but that's fucked up, man.